Have you ever written something meant for someone else, but kept it to yourself instead? Tonight's story is about a man who spent years writing letters, not because he expected an answer, but because some words felt safer when they stayed unsent. Good evening, my friend. If your mind feels heavy tonight, or your heart is holding words it never learned how to release, this story is for you. Let's begin.
Every night at exactly 9 o'clock, the man sat at the same small wooden desk by his window. The chair creaked in the same place. The lamp cast the same warm circle of light. Outside, the city breathed softly. Distant cars, a passing train, a dog barking far away. And every night, he took out a clean sheet of paper. Not to journal, not to make lists, but to write letters. Letters to people who once mattered, people who still did. He wrote to his father, who had passed away years earlier, to an old friend he had lost after an argument neither of them knew how to fix, to a woman he loved deeply and left quietly. Each letter began the same way. I don't know if this will ever reach you, but it never did. The man wasn't afraid of words. He loved them. He was afraid of what might happen after. What if the letter reopened a wound that had finally scarred over? What if it changed nothing? What if it changed everything? So instead of risking rejection, misunderstanding, or silence, he folded the paper carefully. Once, twice, perfect edges, and placed it into a drawer already full of letters that had never left his home. That drawer became his quiet archive of almosts. Some letters were long and trembling with honesty. Others were short, just a few lines. One simply said, "I forgive you. I just needed to say it out loud." Another read, "I stayed longer than I should have because I didn't know how to leave kindly." He never edited the letters. He never softened them. On paper, he was braver than he had ever been in real life. There was comfort in knowing the words existed, even if no one else knew. Writing became his way of speaking without being interrupted, of explaining himself without being judged, of apologizing without being refused forgiveness. The letters listened. They didn't argue. They didn't leave. They didn't demand answers. And for a long time, that was enough. Years passed. The drawer grew full, then crowded, then difficult to close. Sometimes the man would open it and reread old letters. He noticed how his handwriting had changed, how some names no longer hurt the way they once had, how others still did. He realized something slowly, reluctantly. The letters weren't frozen in time. He was. One night, after writing yet another letter he didn't plan to send, the man paused. His pen hovered above the paper longer than usual. He imagined what would happen if just one letter left the drawer. Not all of them, just one. The thought unsettled him, because sending a letter meant letting go of control, of the ending, of the silence he had learned to live inside. So he did what he always did. He folded it. But this time, his hands shook. The man never became someone who sent letters easily, but something inside him changed, because writing them had already done quiet work. The anger he couldn't speak out loud softened. The grief he never processed found language. The love he never expressed became real, even if only on paper. The letters taught him that silence wasn't emptiness. It was full of unspoken truth. The last letter he wrote was different. It wasn't addressed to anyone else. It simply said, "I don't write because I expect a reply. I write because I deserve to be heard, even if it's only by myself." He folded that letter too, but he didn't put it in the drawer. He left it on the desk, under the lamp, where the light could touch it. Not every truth needs an audience. Not every feeling needs to be explained. Sometimes the act of writing is already an act of healing. And sometimes the letters we never send still change the person who wrote them. If there's something inside you that hasn't found its way out yet, maybe tonight you don't need to send it anywhere. Maybe it just needs to exist. Sleep gently. You've done enough for today. Good night, my friend. If this story felt familiar, consider sharing it with someone who may be holding unsent words of their own.